I've been getting a lot of odd comments, to say the least. I say you should try to own your own home or your bug out location so that it can't be taken away from you in an economic crash. People say, no, but the government could take it away from you. I say you should try to buy crypto because it's more secure than fiat. People say, no, it's not secure, but the government can take it away from you too. I say you should try to buy gold because it's more stable than fiat currency. And people say, but the government can seize your gold. I say if you have all your cash in a smaller bank, you should check into whether or not they're at risk of a collapse and diversify and put some of your cash into a too-big-to-fail bank. And they say, well, you get the point. I don't know what they're getting at. It sounds like they want to live paycheck to paycheck in an apartment in some highly urbanized area. Or maybe not paycheck to paycheck, but they just want to stuff all their cash under the mattress. They don't want to own a home. They don't want to buy gold. They don't want to buy crypto. They don't want to put their cash in the bank, regardless of the bank's size. Maybe they'd have a ton of cash just stuffed under their mattress somewhere, and when their shite hits the fan, they find out that it costs $1,000 to buy a loaf of bread. And then maybe they can join the hordes that go out and start scavenging and hopefully not eating people. My opinion is that you should have a well-diversified portfolio and take advantage of some of the higher interest rates in a smaller bank and then have some of your cash in a larger too-big-to-fail bank. Also, buy gold and silver, buy crypto, and not just one coin. Own real estate, and if you own many properties, make sure one of them is paid off. So if you're trying to prepare for what's to come, you need to make sure that you do a number of things, like create a budget and stick to it, determine your necessary expenses, and eliminate your unnecessary expenses. Just totally cut down where you can. Build up an emergency fund that covers 6 months of expenses, in case you lose your job or you have other financial emergencies. If times were normal, I would say put all that money into a high-interest savings account, but, times are not that normal. It might be a good idea to spread your cash across multiple accounts and gold. I had a person comment on a previous video where he said he was in a situation where he was being sued and all of his accounts were frozen. And if it wasn't for a stash of gold, he would have starved. So even in that scenario, it could be good to consider gold regardless of economic times. You just never know when you might need it. Then consider reducing debt, such as paying off high-interest credit cards and consolidate into a lower interest rate. Credit card debt is sometimes the biggest factor that can prevent you from doing all else. You can't build your assets if you have credit card interest payments just siphoning the funds right out of you. Diversify your investments. Instead of investing in just one asset, consider investing in multiple assets. And this is not cash, but everything. Consider investing in safe assets such as precious metals and treasury bonds. Learn a new skill, one that could be used to earn money, especially one that could be in high demand during a recession, or make sure your job is secure and look for ways to earn more money, like a side hustle or other means. Reduce your living expenses by moving to a more affordable area, or downsize your home or your vehicle, and take steps to conserve your energy. Energy bills have been a killer lately, and they're only going to get worse, so try to conserve. Stock up on essentials such as food, water, and medical supplies in case of supply chain disruptions and shortages. Try to buy prepper pills, canned foods, and gallons of water. Seek financial advice from a professional that can help you make more informed decisions about your investments and your overall financial situation. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take financial advice from me. And even if I were a financial advisor, you shouldn't take advice from anybody on YouTube, right? Basically, just think for yourself. But if a person doesn't prepare for an economic crash, they may experience some severe financial hardships and end up struggling to make ends meet. They could lose their job and end up struggling to find a new one. Because, during an economic crisis, companies downsize or even shut down altogether. And widespread layoffs are not outside the realms of possibility. Without savings or a backup plan, a person might lose their job and then struggle to make ends meet, to pay their bills and to support their family. They may have to rely on unemployment benefits or turn to credit cards for their essentials, leading to more long-term debt. In a worst-case scenario, they may lose their home or become homeless. Even if they do find a job, it might not pay as good, and they might have to take a pay cut to work in a different field. If a person hasn't diversified their investments or put all their money into high-risk stocks or, dare I say it, cash, then they could be doomed. This could mean they might have to delay their retirement or work longer to make up for losses. In some cases, they might have to cash out their retirement savings early, leading to penalties and taxes. Without a solid financial plan, they might have to make sacrifices and change their lifestyle to make ends meet. They could also face health and emotional problems. The stress of financial uncertainty and the pressure to make ends meet can take a toll on a person's mental health and physical health. They may experience depression, anxiety, or other health issues, which could lead to additional expenses for medical treatment or therapy. The stress could also impact their relationship with their family and friends, leading to further emotional distress. It's an endless downward spiral. Without a financial safety net or a support system, they may feel isolated and overwhelmed by the situation, leading to a decline in overall well-being. And these are just scenarios of a normal economic crash. What if it's so bad that we're in a prolonged state of deflation or hyperinflation, or where supply chains are broken down and you need food? Not preparing can have an impact on a person's financial, emotional, and physical well-being. It's an absolute must to take steps to prepare for such a situation by saving money, diversifying your investments, and having a solid financial plan. Saying that you don't want to buy crypto, gold, or a home because the government can take it away from you is not the way to go. If the government decides that it wants to kill you, you can either fight or die. But if the government hasn't decided that it wants to kill you, why would you choose to just sit there and die? Dude, just live your life. Build up some assets. Think about different asset classes. Try to build a family and protect them. Our ancestors didn't run barefoot through the wild fighting saber-toothed tigers so that their descendants can just sit there and not live their lives. So that's it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know what you think. Any recommendations on how to prepare are always welcome.